Just finished watching President Nelson's funeral. I don't know that I've grieved so much for any other prophet. I'll tell you why. I love the common practice of looking back upon any prophet and being able to see how that prophet was raised up and called for that specific time in the history of the church. And I've heard many theories as to why President Nelson was called for this specific time, but I haven't heard this one. But this is what I believe. He was the prophet called for this time because he is the prophet that raised 9 daughters. I believe God needed a prophet that could help women understand who they are and the incredibly important work they have in the winding up scenes. My husband was scrolling through an article that had a quote from every talk that President Nelson has given. And as he scrolled, he said, "Wow, there are tons of quotes here about women." And I was like, yeah, they've changed my life. I can link any incredible transformation in my life back to words President Nelson has spoke, given to him as God's mouthpiece. Starting with his invitation for us to pray to understand our spiritual gifts and use them to bless the world, and the promise that we would change the world as we did so. He is the reason I share my faith here, the reason I share my faith on my podcast. But he was not taken before his message was complete. Now it is our responsibility as women to take his words, live them, and change this world. I cannot wait to witness the power and reality of his words and prophecies concerning women that will unfold in the days to come.